Welcome to our 100th video here on our channel. As many of you know, we have been in business since the late 90s, but we only started this channel officially during COVID. This Grand Prix White NSX has been in our stable for nearly 15 years now, and not much has changed on the car as we have neglected the car a bit. What better way to celebrate than to go back and give this car a nice refresh with some new carbon bits, stereo upgrades, and a set of minty Recaro ABE seats finished in cardinal red leather. Follow along as we show you what has changed on this NSX. If you guys are like me, growing up in the 90s, these kind of cars back then were just unattainable, right? I think it was 1991 when the NSX first came out, and pretty much back then they were a lot of money, and I was in high school and there's no way you're gonna buy one of these cars in high school. Fast forward so many years later, we got this car, I think back in 2008, so I've had this car for roughly, give or take, 15 years, and slowly been modifying it, doing little things to it. The one behind me is a 93 compact supercharged NSX, belongs to a friend. This is also a really rare car. It's white, with a fixed top. 93 has a 5-speed manual. This is a 6-speed. We thought today would be a good day to do a short review recap of our NSX because, as you know, we make new parts for this car all the time, right? So this car usually gets the oldest parts. We don't usually put anything in here because it always goes to our customers. But we thought, hey, time for a refresh, recap. So we wanted to go back in. What better time to review the car this week, because we picked up a new set of seats for it. We've had some bride seats in the car in the past, and if you guys remember, those were two red brides, but they were mismatching. We had Euro 2 on one side and a Stradia, for the headroom, and then my wife wanted a comfortable seat. So they were mismatching seats. Kind of bugged me. She doesn't really ride in the car anymore. So we're like, you know what, I think it's time for a change. So we picked up a set of these Recaro ABEs, custom finished in cardinal red from another NSX member. He was ready to unload it, so we picked them up. They look gorgeous. We put one in the car already, so we're gonna show you how we do the other one. But at the same time, we're gonna do a recap of the car. We'll show you a lot of new stuff we're gonna put in. Currently, I think we had an older subwoofer in there. We're gonna try to swap it out for the new one, increase the legroom on the passenger side, because we've had some friends ride in the car with us and they said this is horrible, no legroom, so we're going to improve it with the new subwoofer unit. We're going to put a new deck in because the deck that's in there, I believe, is probably 5 years old now, so we're going to get the new CarPlay deck from the Alpine iOS 507. So we're going to do a refresh, do a couple of changes. I'm going to show you what we've changed on the car, and hopefully this will give us more reason to actually drive the car a little bit more, because as you know, this car hasn't been driven much. It mainly collects dust here. We use it for prototyping parts. So come along, we'll show you what we're going to be doing with the car, and hope you enjoy. Installing the Recaro seats is pretty straightforward. They're direct bolt onto the factory bolts. Here we're putting the factory seat belts in, and we used soft buckles to make it more comfortable. These seats are not only much lighter than the bride seats, but they sit much lower and further back. I actually found myself pulling the seats forward about 2 notches just to get in the car. Here you can see we swapped out the subwoofer for a 6-inch JL, which gives us maximum legroom, along with the new subwoofer, with the new seats. We also did some cosmetic and some interior bits to make it more fun and comfortable inside the car. The subwoofer itself is hidden behind the factory carpet, it's just not shown here. We also added the carbon door sashes, which you can see. The door sashes fit on the front and the rear triangles of the doors itself. These just give a little bit more bling to the interior of the car to match all the other carbon bits and pieces. All the parts that we added to this car are subtle OEM plus parts, such as that 2-piece elbow pad you can see in black Alcantara. Here we got the countersunk shift knob going in with the NSXR boot. We added a S2000 push button start just to give the car a little bit more fun when you drive it. Each piece on this car complements each other, and it's not too crazy, just enough. Here you can see 2 pieces from Gray Market, the fire extinguisher with a 3D printed bracket and the strut tower brace. Plus we added our carbon fiber injector covers as well as a rear diffuser to round out the rear. These pieces all add to the car along with the Group M intake. Definitely sounds a little bit better. And once we get these pieces in the car, it should sound really good. Now, speaking of cool car parts, this piece we have to show you the packaging. Take a look at this thing. This is from Gray Market. This is the Targa strut tower brace for the NSX. I mean, this thing is a work of art. I would buy an extra one just to hang in my office, but this thing looks awesome. We had another piece in our car before that was chrome. We decided to replace it with this particular piece. It bolts right up as you'd expect it. They provide brand new hardware, all super lightweight aluminum hardware. We're bolting it in with a couple of factory bolt locations, 12mm and 10mm, I believe, are the sizes. It even comes with a neat little model car and a Bondhas ball hex wrench to install some of the screws. Very nice touch, guys, and this piece just looks awesome. Driven this car. What do you think of the new seats? We put the new seats in after so many years with the old seats.
The old seats were not comfy as this one.
You like these?
Yeah.
You definitely should drive this car more. I think this car is actually more fun to drive than the new one. The new one, you don't get to do all the shifting. So do you want to learn how to drive manual, Ian?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah? More fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, than just one speed. Now, going between the older 91 cars and then these newer 2002 plus cars is the power steering. I don't know if I like it or not, but the power steering is easier to drive. You can use one hand to drive it, but I don't know if it's more fun or not. I kind of miss the non-power steering. Well, there you have it. This NSX is pretty much all set to drive again. We hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as we did putting it together for you. Again, this is our 100th video, so very happy to have this one and look forward to many more videos. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy these videos so we can make more videos for you guys.